Yönetim Katı'ndan merhaba. Bugün Yönetim Katı'nda turizm konuşacağız. Kiminle konuşacağız? Raffles Türkiye Genel Müdürü Tarek Mourad'la konuşacağız. Mr. Mourad, welcome to Bloomberg HD.
Thank you very much for having me with you today.
And, well, it seems Istanbul is ever so popular among the international hotel chains.
Absolutely.
What brought Raffles to Istanbul?
You know, not only in my opinion, in the industry opinion in general, Istanbul is one of the most popular and most happening destination in the world. From my humble opinion, it is the #1 destination in the world, and of course, it's the dream of any chain to be represented in beautiful Istanbul.
And Raffles Istanbul opened up in Zorlu Center. What's the story behind this opening?
It's quite simple, and we are very fortunate as Raffles in general to be in the best location in Istanbul, where you are in the perfect world of Zorlu. You know, part of a very happening and unique complex where you have art performing center, you have top luxury shopping experience, and of course one-of-a-kind residential settings in, I think, the most beautiful area in Istanbul, which is the Lavazim, Ulus, Beşiktaş area. Easy access to the Bosphorus, easy access to the main attractions of beautiful Istanbul. So we were very fortunate to be in that location for sure.
How big of an investment was it to open up in the Zorlu Center?
I think the overall investment, I can imagine the best person to give the right amount would be Ahmed Bey. However, I believe from the hotel side, which is within the $250,000, if I'm not mistaken. Again, the exact number is still in the final stages because, you know, this is an ongoing development.
And Raffles Istanbul Hotel is the second hotel of Raffles in Europe, is that true?
Indeed. After Paris, we have the Royal Mansour, again, a beautiful contemporary experience that Raffles is providing in Paris. We have a new destination to cater for our dedicated Raffles fans around the world, in the most beautiful setting that is in Raffles Istanbul, absolutely.
So do you have any new destinations to follow in Turkey besides Istanbul? I know Istanbul is the first one.
Yes. In the portfolio of FRHI, which is the mother company of Raffles, we have 3 brands. Raffles, which is the top luxury brand. We have Fairmont, which is a luxury 5-star brand, and we have the Swiss Hotel, which is a 5-star beautiful brand that has been in Istanbul for a number of years. Some of our sister brands are growing in the south of Turkey. We will be having very soon Bodrum coming up.
Which one? Which brand will be in Bodrum?
It will be Swiss Hotel.
Swiss Hotel will be in Bodrum.
Fabulous location.
Where is it exactly?
The exact location, unfortunately, I'm not so sure about the name, but I visited the area. It's in a prime location in relation to the sea and to Bodrum itself.
So, would someday Raffles be interested in Bodrum area?
Absolutely. Again, it's a dream of any luxury chain, in particular, to be in that part of the world, because you have great potential for the luxury travelers, particularly coming from Europe, as well as more from the North American side as well, during the summertime. So it will be a perfect location. Usually it is a combination between the right partnership, the right location in Bodrum, and the capacity that we can operate within.
Do you have it in the next 5-year plan, business plan?
At the moment, we have talks, but it did not reach yet the official or semi-official level yet, for sure.
Okay, tell us a bit about the story of Raffles Hotel. It's a quite old hotel that came out of Far East, no?
We were initially born in Singapore. And we are unique from our history, culture, and heritage because we are 128 years old brand that, you know, in our business, the hospitality business and the hotel in particular, it's all about accumulated experiences that are refined every minute. And that's why I was saying that we are very fortunate because 128 years of luxury experience service is quite unique in the hotel business. So we are very fortunate to be part of that culture, part of that heritage. And as we are growing within the hospitality world around the world, perfect example in Istanbul, we managed in a very brief time to create a unique guest experience that position us as one of the leading hotel luxury brands, not only in Istanbul, but in the world as well.
What differentiates the Raffles Hotel experience in the top, among the top luxury hotels? I mean,
we are focusing primarily on the emotional luxury. Good number of companies are usually focusing more on the tangible side of the experience, which we do have in the form of very spacious rooms. You know, our minimum standard size guest room is 62 square meters, for instance. Every room has its own terrace. The size of our lobby, the decorative elements in our restaurants, amazing spa, 3,000 square meter spa, are all the tangible components that, yes, guests would like to see and would like to touch.
What about for emotional luxury? What's the definition?
Yes, but for us, the most exciting and most important element is the human element. How we try our level best through our passionate team to provide a tailor-made experience to our guests that is second to none, trying to anticipate what they are really in need for at this particular moment. Because guests are like us, human beings, who have immediate needs that they need to be catered for. And it depends on your mood and the purpose of your visit and how you are feeling at that time. We try to read it the best we can, and we provide a service that exceeds their expectations at that particular moment. And in our case, the butlers are our, what you call, secret recipe. We provide butler service to all our guests.
Not only VIPs, as most hotels do, I mean, most five-star hotels.
Absolutely. No, for all our guests, we provide butler service.
So you make sure every customer is a VIP customer?
Every guest coming through our doors, regardless, you know, coming for the spa, going for the guest rooms, for the restaurants, is not a VIP guest, is a crucial component for our evolution and success. And that's how we look at them, as the reason why we are there. Because remember, if you have the best hotel in the world, if you have the best team in the world, without guests, it doesn't mean anything. So the secret for our success, how satisfied and how well taken care of the guests are, so that they come back. And within less than 5 months now, our repeat percentage of business is 25%. And in the luxury world, within just 5 months of operation, that's a huge achievement and great success.
And mostly your guests are international? What's the percentage?
We mostly I've been working before in Istanbul, and I've experienced a beautiful kind of surprise with our operation in Raffles Istanbul, because we have a good percentage of our guests are Turkish. A good percentage of our guests are coming from USA, from
Can
Western
you share
Europe.
some numbers?
Yeah, for sure. And it's quite balanced as well, because we have almost like 25%, 30% from the Middle East, 25% almost from North America and Western Europe, and we have almost like 20% from Turkey, and around 15% from CIS.
Good. You have
We have a beautiful mix, I have to say. Yes.
I mean, normally some region overlaps, overweighs the other region.
Absolutely. But I think we had a good strategy, and maybe the results confirms it. Through the FRHI strong presence globally, we were very fortunate to position our Raffles Istanbul in a very positive position worldwide that enabled us to create great awareness and promotion that supported the source of business demand, and it continues to grow. And not only that, within less than 6 months, we have great accolades from big institutes in the travel and hospitality industries that put us among the top 20 best hotels in the world, among the best 101 hotels in the world. Among yes, so it's a great acknowledgement of the passionate, wonderful team of Raffles Istanbul that I feel very proud to be part of.
Okay, tell us a bit more about the growth strategy then of your mother holding, and what Raffles Istanbul means in the Raffles world.
Raffles Istanbul was a crucial opening for Raffles worldwide, because it's our second property in Europe, in one of the top destinations in the world, where you have great brands already existing for a number of years. So it was very important for us to show the world what Raffles can provide that is very special and quite different in a very positive way to the luxury travelers around the world. And again, with the right partner, that is Zorlu Holding, we managed to position the hotel exactly where we wanted in the shortest period of time. That had a great impact on the brand itself worldwide. Just to give you an idea, Raffles Istanbul within FRHI world broke all PR records around the world, creating huge interest in major touristic destinations that became #1 within the company itself. Not only that, like all companies, we have, let's say, measurements for guest satisfactions, how guests feels and how would they recommend the brand to be used for their future visits. Again, we became in a very short period of time one of the leaders within FRHI, which was a great accomplishment as well. And this supports, as I was saying, the message, what Raffles is offering that is exceptionally different than all other brands within our own segment, which is the emotional luxury.
Well, as the world, the global growth rate is expected to be around 3% this year. So all the economies in general are going through a mediocre growth. They're trying to grow. And where would your Raffles worldwide be growing this year, for instance?
For us, we have been experiencing a very positive growth for 2014 on a more defined manner as it relates to Raffles Istanbul. We opened in September 2014, and we exceeded all our budgeted occupancies and revenues. And for 2015, which is our first 12 months of operation, we are within the 60% of occupancy with a much higher average rate. If you take in consideration the age of the hotel, with those numbers is a great success, for sure. Of course, it's a big challenge to achieve these numbers for 2015, but I have full confidence in the team that creates the experience which influence the word of mouth, because in our market segment, the word of mouth is the most effective tool for gaining the trust and confidence of the guests to come and visit and stay with the hotel.
Okay, well, Istanbul, as I said, is ever popular.
Absolutely.
For the international hotel chains in particular. There's always a new hotel coming into the market. Please assess the market. Is it, how is it? Is there still room to grow in Istanbul, in the international hotels?
Again, when you look at what's going on in Istanbul in general, you know, a third airport coming up, huge infrastructure growth as it relates to roadways, to communication, added facilities, you wouldn't have such growth unless you have existing success and big potential for the destination. And definitely, I think Istanbul has still a big way to grow and has lots of potential. When you think about it, you know, the location of Istanbul in the world, it's in the heart, in between the east and west, north and south. We have, I know, the best airline in Europe, if I'm not mistaken, and one of the best in the world, with great network, so make it very easy access for all travelers. The attractions that we have in Turkey in general and Istanbul is second to none. When you look at the nature, when you look at the culture, when you look at the history, the food, you know, the safety, the fashion, the shopping, and for me the most important is the amazing, you know, Turkish nation, you know, creates a unique kind of experience. And when you look at Istanbul, I don't think Istanbul is a city. I think Istanbul is a very exciting country that is beautifully spread and has huge potentials in different parts. So if you have all this, I don't know any reason why it's only success, but nothing but success to Istanbul.
Okay, last but not the least, what's your expectancy for the Turkish luxury tourism sector for 2015?
I believe continuous growth, that's for sure. We have
elections in the middle of the year. Do you think that will have any
You know, I know hotel business very well. I know football very well. I'm not so sure I know politics very well.
No. Does it have any effect on your business?
But let us think for a second. You know, elections, political, let's say, issues, whatever, is happening everywhere in the world now. You know, it's not really something of a great impact, negatively or positively, I think. So for those who wants to enjoy life, who wants to see the best destination of the world and have the best food and see the best amazing people, that is Turkey. So why should they not come because of elections or no elections? I'm sorry, I'm not a politician.
So Istanbul will be ever popular, you're saying, for 2015.
And for long years to come, inshallah.
Okay. Thank you very much, Tarek Mourad, for being with us.
Thank you very much.
Evet, Yönetim Katı'nın sonuna geldik. Bu hafta turizm sektöründe lüksü konuştuk. Kiminle konuştuk? Raffles Istanbul Zorlu Otel Genel Müdürü Tarek Mourad'la konuştuk. Haftaya görüşmek üzere, hoşça kalın.